So every time you answer the question, you can just face the camera, I guess. So it's
Yes.
better.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
All right.
So when we told you to come here and do this, what exactly you think? Because these guys, you expect
When you asked me to come here and you explained to me what it was and you showed me also the pictures of what you were trying to accomplish, I thought to myself, this is something new. It reminds me a little bit of what we have in Paris called Cercle, but here in El Nido. And I have to say, I'm not disappointed. It's possibly one of the most beautiful sets I've made, and I made it specifically for this occasion. So, thank you.
beautiful, bro.
Before the next question, just do this. So it's short.
Yes, beautiful.
Good.
Better.
Okay.
Sorry.
No,
There
right?
you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Go.
It's okay now?
Yeah.
So you're becoming like very close to this country already, right? What do you really like? You're a celebrity here, kind of a celebrity here, lead already, but
Yeah.
you're coming back every year. What calls you to come back every season here to El Nido?
Before I answer, I have to say this is the first time ever for me, because every time I visit a country, I never come back as often. So it means something if I come back every year now. It means that I really enjoy the people, I really enjoy the vibe, I really see how hard people here are working to develop the city and transform the nightlife in El Nido. So me coming back here is me participating into this, and yeah, I want to be here as much as I can.
And you see the pangolin as your second house here already.
Definitely, the pangolin is my second house. Why? It's the first house in the Philippines. That's it, because that's where I started. That's where everything started 3 years ago. First night in the Philippines, and since then I've been touring. And yeah, I have to say I'm pretty grateful for that.
Thank you, brother. I hope to see you soon again, no?
You will all the time, as soon
Wait,
as possible.
This guy has another question.
I have a lot of questions for Chuck.
Yes.
Yeah, but
But I
not
will
personal,
limit.
ah?
Yeah. Chuck. No.
Yes.
Yeah. So of course we're gonna show this video, especially for everyone who hasn't been in El Nido.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, can you just how would you describe, like paint a picture for them how El Nido is, by nature, and also, of course, a lot of people are also traveling because they want to go to paradise in nature, but also they wanna see if the vibe is good, if the energy is good, music wise, the club wise. Now, you're very very fortunate because you've seen
A lot.
the
Yeah.
best of it in the party. So
Yes.
yeah, like how will you describe Palawan, El Nido, for those who doesn't have any idea what El Nido is and what's the vibe here?
Okay. El Nido, my Spanish is not that good, but I think El Nido means the nest. So if it means the nest, there is something that feels like home here. Every single time you will visit El Nido, you will be met by very welcoming people. You'll be met by one of the most beautiful sunsets you could have ever had. You'll be met by a really careful and agreeable staff, not just staff in restaurants, but in hotel. You will be met by the kind gestures here and there. El Nido is, yes, it is a paradise. It's a lot of love that I've experienced here, and every single time I come here, it's as we said before, home, far from home, and it keeps on changing. The first year when I was here, it was different, it was more intimate. And the more that is building up, it's getting even better because more people can join in on the fun. It becomes something like close to a family. And of course, the bond that we made here stayed for the longest time because until today, we are coming back and seeing the same friends, having nice drinks, having nice talks, having walked by the beach. El Nido is, yeah, I said it once, but I'm going to say it again. It's something close to paradise. And I'm not only talking about the center, the expeditions, all the islands, the scuba diving. It's, yeah, that's like tourist heaven. And of course, one thing that's extremely important, you gotta respect the locals because without the locals, there is nothing. Not any of this. So yeah, it's my home, away from home.
All right, and lastly,
Yes.
because this is the sound project, of course, can you also like paint not a picture, but like what, like the music scene here? Like how do you find the music scene here? You've met a lot of DJs, local
Yeah.
artists, and you've been all around the world. So, like, what makes Palawan Palawan, and what do you like?
Palawan is becoming, I mean, El Nido in Palawan and where I've been already, the music scene is very embracing. So everybody is making space for everyone, and that is pretty beautiful. Also, it's the first place where I got to grow, as in put my sound out there, and I realized that it's something that people wanted, but it's mainly because people are curious. They are welcoming, they want to see what you have. And I feel like me being a Cameroonian from Central Africa, we have a lot of links. So the music, we're vibing together. I love the drums. I love how you're going deep. I love how you're going tribal. I love how people really resonate with that vibe. So I would say El Nido is pretty, pretty cool. You can have deep house, you can have a jungle, you can have a melodic, you can have Afro house, you can have all of that. And for me, with the sound that I'm making, this is perfect to not only try something new, but also solidify the basis that I already have. So if you are a DJ that want to see what's up, El Nido will tell you what is up.
All right. Okay, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All good.
Can you do test mic 1, 2?
Mic check 1, 2. My name is Sean. I go by Gifted Fire.
All right. Let's have a drink first.
Sick.
Oh, sorry. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Okay, man. So, I guess let's start with the question of how was it like to play in Balatic? Can you share with us some experience pre and then while playing and then after?
Pre.
Like planning it, you
Yeah.
know, like
So,
achieving it first, right?
yeah, so I think it's always been my dream to be a musical pirate. And coming from New York, we don't really have a pirate ship that you get to see.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Cheers again.
Cheers again.
We're back on.
Okay, do you wanna just pick up where we left?
Yeah, can you repeat the question again?
All right. So, can you let us know? Can you share the experience of, finally being able to play in the Balatic, and we can start from how did the idea actually originated?
Well, so it was my first time in the Philippines where I got to meet Rafi and Sean, and they were planning their wedding, and it happened to be on the Baltic. And in that wedding planning process, they're like, hey, we're gonna scout around, kind of figure out what the logistics are gonna be. And they're like, hey, why don't you come with us to El Nido? And that was kind of the start to this next musical voyage that I experienced. On that first month, I got to meet Captain Haner, who actually built the Balatic, and realized that it was one of those special moments in life that you get to meet someone that has built this beautiful ship, but really an idea that is actually tangible. And one of his reasons that inspired him to build was to protect the Filipino sailing culture. And as me, as a musician, I always wanted to be a musical pirate. I left home after 10 years of doing music and got to travel around and lived in New York for 10 years. And giving up New York, which was my sort of like my music city, my port, where I learn how to be who I am, and kind of like became the adult in what I wanted to express. And giving that up, I was trying to look for a new place of where do I belong. And the Balatic was one of those symbolism where you can have an idea and create it into vision. So it was a blessing. I feel grateful that I got to meet Captain Haner, which we actually share the same birthday. So it's also like a full cycle of like, wow, someone that shares the same birthday has this kind of, thought, mannerism, and such a beautiful soul. And I'm allowed to actually be on that boat, that ship, his craft, his home, and play my music, which is my home, And it's one of the most like fulfilling moments because I regard myself as a musical pirate, and finally being on a pirate ship blessed by the captain himself and with the team sailing through Palawan. And it's not the kind of Palawan island in Singapore. This is like the real Palawans with the beautiful islands, the stones, like the environment and the energy that is around, from the people, the tribe, to the actual essence of the place. It brings out this, I don't know how you put that, but like a deeper way of creativity. A full way of being self-expressed and self-actualized without trying to prove that you need to do something in life. And I like that purity. That's like a pure heart. That's a gift to share to the world. And I'm so grateful to be able to do that.
And then can you tell us what was what was one of your memorable moment during the set? Like either during that day, what's like
Trying to put this together in the Philippines, I wrote a project brief and somehow it sort of intertwined. Things don't go perfectly, right? So you can plan and nothing actually happens in plan. So wanted to hire another shooter moose, but that didn't happen. But we had our team, but they were late. The boat was late. The captain was late. And then the guys were like, "Oh yeah, this is Filipino time." And I was like, "You know what? Let's just go with the flow." And that's how best things happen. Trying to let go of the expectations and really surrendering to what the intention of it. It doesn't matter how it turns out, what it was happening at that moment. But it was really scary for me because like bringing your gear, your livelihood onto a seawater, taking a boat to another boat, and we were 3 hours late for it. Sound check was like late. But deep down, I knew that the people that I was around were the legend crew, and that meant that I felt safe. I knew that this was gonna happen, and we're gonna do this because the intention was there. And like most things, intention matters. That creates the next part of it, the actual manifestation of ideas. So in a way, how Hane, who's the captain who built this without plans, actually made this boat, is kind of the same. I got a droplet of that magic energy of we had a plan, didn't go to plan, and then boom, everything happened because the right intention and people were there.
it seems like always almost like a metaphor to like your life and your musical journey with what happened there. You said that you can plan for all the things, but then shit hits the fan. But then again, you find a way, and everything is in happening in its own divine timing.
Yeah, I think it's about trusting the divine timing, as well as I'm an artist that free improvises, so that's part of the magic. Like I don't really plan sets. I'm also nervous about playing a recorded set as well, but it was like capturing that moment as a time capsule of like, wow, I left home or New York City, which is my musical home, to create somewhere else, and this place made me feel like home. So I wanted to capture that, and also let others feel inspired by the surroundings. Where we were at was one of those magical island life. It's a city from Singapore to New York. People, because of my hair, maybe I might be considered islander, but really, I don't really have that time on the island. And this was really healing for me to be around, a timing that does not make sense, but to be on time when it's needed, right? Trusting that divine intervention When we needed to get to the boat, it happened. When I needed to get the gear, it all kind of flowed. And trusting that process, and I'm a big believer of that, as well as like trusting the improvisation of everyone. And as an artist that improvises on the fly, live, with the keys, with the drums, nothing's perfect, and that's being human, right? And to be able to do something and create something out of the joy, the bliss, and that's what I wish for this year. To be an artist instead of a starving artist, to be an artist that like creates out of bliss. And this is one of those projects that really encapsulates that, because it was like the team, the environment, the love around, like everything that was happening, and the people that loved what they did. Like the captain that built his own boat, Terrence, who actually videographed together with Joff, they love what they do, you know, as well as Augusto, who kind of like produced this whole like video. They love what they do, and so do I. So it's kind of a cool, like all continents collide into this boat, manifesting this voyage. And I hope you really enjoy this musical voyage. It's something different. It's it's a mix of music, right? But mainly it's a mix of passionate people coming together to do something beautiful.
And yeah, it's very symbolic that the balatik, it's a journey itself, and then in this journey, you are also going through your musical journey as well, right? And now that you are here in Palawan, well, in Palawan, in the Philippines, you what you were able to do is you were able to collaborate with local artists, Nuno and Pagasa, and some local artists. Can you also share to us what you've been doing here in the Philippines and how you're collaborating with other musicians, and how is that helping you in return? Like finding your voice, or like finding like another, like, or putting your music to another level.
So this trip is my third time to El Nido, Palawan, right? And it's one of the most like, for me, the most fulfilling kind of trips, because most people go there for a holiday. Most people enjoy the beauty of the place, get to sail, party, and trust me, I did all of that. But the inner mission for this trip was to create with the locals, to really connect with something deeper. And I found that in a weird way, giving up home in New York where I had everything, a recording studio, places to play, bookings, like you name it, right? Like, so that was home ground, and New York City is like a really exciting city. But to just throw myself out, detach from everything, and put myself into a new place, you know, and meeting some of the most mystical, legendary craft people, that's creativity, and that's what I was searching for. And on the other side was trying to find my tribe, my home, my kind of people that would accept me for my expression. You know, it's very hard in this world to belong somewhere, and as human beings we try to seek for that. I think it's important. That's part of being happy, right? You know, and in this project I got to meet Nuno and Pagasa and Dom. They're part of, you know, a beautiful band that plays with indigenous instruments, and I got to record them. And there's no recording studios in Palawan, so I brought all my little gear, set up, like got a little small villa to record, so we don't have like rooster sounds. It's very DIY project, but that step was taking it one step closer to finding, wow, you know, I play Afro house, I play deep house, organic house, but really, Asian culture is so rich, you know, with the instruments, the history behind it, you know, and we in the Western world revere pop music or certain kind of genre, like that's the best of it. But actually, there's a bigger story to where Asian music is, and this is my first step of exploring it deeper. I mean, we know about Indian music, but did you know that Philippines music has African roots, has Spanish roots? You know, it's like stepping into and the indigenous cultures with the tribes and why they play certain instruments and rhythms for certain rituals. It kind of reminded me that I'm back in Brazil, you know, where there are a bunch of cultures colliding. And I think this is kind of like the next chapter story where Gifted Fire, I'm trying to, the fire represents me creating and sharing my gift, right? The creativity, but also the gift is being able to receive or be received, right? So you can share and give as much, but a place that you actually are welcome, are received by not just the tourism, right? But really by the people of the land, the craft people, the craftsmen, the locals that actually support the community, the people that love how to dance, and the people that actually make the island a fun one. So I'm not sure, like, did I give up the New York American dream for something better? I think I may have. And Palawan made me feel that I'm in that right step, that one step closer to finding home, my tribe. And that's what I feel is important for me as an artist and as a human being too.
And talking about how you were received, how you're sharing your music, can you also talk about how you feel, how people feel when you're performing? Of course, in Palawan, you see like everyone went to the stage, like the energy that they're also giving back to you. How is it like, playing for the Palawan audience?
Yeah, talking about shows. Imagine, we did a project for 3 days recording Nuno and Pugasa and then making this like record that I had no idea. I just wanted to do it, self-funded. On top of that, doing a live set in the Balatic. That's a whole nother nightmare of like production value, right? And then within the 2 weeks, I'm playing, how let's say, like, you know, 13 shows. That's fucking crazy. In 2 weeks. Like, who does that? And doing also throwing after parties, hanging out with my friends in Manila. It was very intense weekend. I have no idea how I'm alive. Maybe San Miguel lights, But truly, as I come to the island and I perform, it's really a gift. The honest truth is, I can get paid way more in a different country, and we're talking about 10 to 20 times more financially, which is where I need to be right now to have a living. But at the same time, this is way more fulfilling. I finally get to meet the people that inspires me to be a better person, encourages my self-expression, and in light, like, the performance itself, I have support. I have a tribe finally, that tribe communal love of, wow, like I get to meet all these different people that are dancing and coming to support. That's love, and all my life I've been in different countries trying to look for that, and I finally found it in this special island that I got to do everything. So for me, people think I'm on a vacation, but really it's a journey of self-healing again, a journey of self-expression and learning how to express and grow that fire. And we're talking about people that are from all walks of life, from various cultures, dancing to some of my new unreleased tracks. We did a couple of bar openings with Miro, with Tutupasa, which was really special. I love playing in Pangolin because there's mad love out there. From the bartenders know how to dance, boogie. We even did the Soup, which is a second series, and I'm really honored to be back. We did a live shoot with the soundscapes. That was really cool. Um, I don't know, what else do we do?
A lot.
Full moon parties.
Yeah.
You know, like, wow, am I sleeping on that? Like, that's another beautiful thing. I'm just glad that I get to be myself, belong to some place, because it's one of the most hardest things where everybody wants to be cool on Instagram or social media and have all this flex. It's like, dude, I'm just gonna be me and I still have access to all of that. But the main thing, the difference is I'm happy and fulfilled.
Nice. So like,
Are we doing well in here?
yes,
Yeah.
very well, man. And also like, what are your now that you ended one season here? Can you tell us like what are your um, what's what's the best thing that you've learned from this journey?
I think there's three takeaways for me. The people that I met on this trip has shown me what it means to create with heart. And that's something that you can't learn in school. They never teach you that. And it's a lesson in life to fully express yourself, whether is it building a ship that represents and preserving your heritage and culture, whether it's craft, changing from being a musician like Nunu and playing indigenous instruments to becoming a craftsman and really expanding that, or being like Terrence, one of those people that are dedicated, like Terrence and Augusto actually, dedicated in loving what they do and allowing and holding space for people to express. Don't you think that's a beautiful gift? So really coming from a place of heart to express that feels passion, purpose, and that is how you find belonging.
Very, very beautiful. And what are your future like? What? Where do you go from here? Having experienced so many beautiful things, playing to like so many beautiful spots, and getting a lot of like inspiration and love. Where do you go from here?
I think part of being showered that heavenly gift of having certain questions answered, of belonging, enjoying paradise, part of it is um, to really get back and internalize and integrate those blessings. I think it's key that not every time life goes all the way up, and I'm going back into the studio to finish our new collaboration, to review some of the videos that we did around the last 2 weeks, and to really kind of like slow life down again, even though I'm going to be in the next city where things are going fast, but really to now manifest the next few ideas. I feel that El Nido really needs a new recording studio. As an artist, I feel inspired, and as many artists that come through the place feel. And I think it's about creating the next space that others can enjoy, that droplet, that ocean of creation, right? So how do we create that next space? So I want to sit down. I got time that to I need to internalize this beautiful blessings to be able to kind of think of how to now give back to the place that gave me that. I don't come from money, and most people in these places that kind of shared with me their love don't come from that place. But I think it's like what they gave makes me want to give back on a tenfold, and I'm not sure how to. So part of it is to just slow down, internalize the thoughts, and then see what happens. Really want to build a space for artists to create. We found the builders. We found a concept that will work and land. So now it's kind of like puzzling and piecing everything together to make something that is from the heart, pure.
And then yeah, like um, one final message for, because of course you've achieved a lot already as an artist, but final message for all of those that are just starting to embrace their art, whether it's a first, like a newbie musician or photographer or video guy, like what is your advice for these young generation?
Yeah, to my advice for the younger generation, and especially those that uses the metrics of TikTok or Instagram, you know, having followers does not equate to the real people that will support you in life. The ones that instill the fire, ignite the fire, and inspire you. It does not equate to that. Sure, you may have many followers on the internet or whatsoever, but if you want to do this for the next 10 years, 20 years, you need to find that 5 people that really would support you on that journey and help you instill that integrity to create your art for a lifetime. And if you're not serious about it, then go join the next TikTok trend. But if you're serious about it, this is kind of the journey that one needs to take. The surrender, the questioning of your internal soul of like, hey, this doesn't work for me. What do I want to do next? Where can I find that? And then let the universe respond to you and listen to the voices because they speak loud.
And lastly, what does music mean to you?
Ah. Music for me is food, sex, tribe, community, everything. It's one of those things I've surrendered my whole entire life to doing something that it's me now, right? Or it's us in a sense. But it's my way of connecting with people. It's my way about learning about cultures. It's my way of expressing, my way of healing myself and healing others. And most importantly, it's something that it's the fire that we get to enjoy by gifting ourselves and being the best version of ourselves. Many people can enjoy that joy. And I hope that that can represent into something deeper with the recording studios, with the social awareness that we're doing through the various projects, the fundraisings that we have done throughout the last 10 years. Now I'm coming back to Asia to figure out what's next. But yeah, be your best version. We call it Dharma, right? To be the master of your craft, Dharma, so you can give back to the community and everyone abundantly. And that's kind of like how I how I envision Gifted Fire. To really give your best version of yourself so other people can either take away inspiration, get food, medical supplies, maybe water for El Nido.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
That ends our interview.
Okay. I'm
Thank you
out,
so
bitches.
All right, man. That was good.
Yeah.
That was already like a whole documentary again.
I think we got our voice over there.
Yep.
Este sitio ha ayudado, ¿eh? Al final ha sido terapéutico.
No, muchacho. Oye, te digo, ya después que ya la noche de ayer.
Quiero niños, quiero cosas de aguante.
Sí, sí.
Perfección.
No, pero está bien que sea un pequeño, que la gente vea lo que puede ser.
Eso. ¿Dónde estamos? ¿Qué es esto?
¿Qué ha sido y en dónde estás y hacia dónde vas?
Empezamos a hablar de... Yo tengo escrito el guión ya para el teaser, ¿no? Entonces, un poco de lo que es este sitio para mí, que a mí me enamoró desde el principio, desde el encanto de este lugar, la belleza, tal. Entonces ahí vamos vistiendo con...
Mm.
Digo, con línea de música todavía. Y
Vale.
luego, Tú apareces.
Y naturaleza también.
Vamos a mezclar la música con la naturaleza, con esto, con todo el proyecto, ¿no? Y ya vamos dándole forma al teaser, ¿no? Para que la gente cuando acabe el minuto y poco que va a durar, tenga una visión muy clara de todo.
Remove this.
Pero es que tenemos tanto para... Tenemos
side.
tanto que lo podemos decir como... Un montón de horas de grabación ya. When we did the first sunskis, compadre, when we did it?
Where?
In Europe. When was that? Maybe December?
I don't know, man.
Huh? In December, because the first soup was January.
Okay.
You're talking already.
Yeah. Well, I'm recording.
Now.
But yeah, but also nice to ask like so what music is in general inspiring. So we have a lot really,
Yeah.
typical interview about
We will go
music
there.
first and then the story.
We're making a kind of a first what he expected from this trip and what happened
Okay.
since he arrived.
Okay.
So we go there.
Too much? Hair?
Ahí.
No, it's okay. We need it for cropping. No, if we, no, if you do it, if you do the vertical on Instagram, that's perfect, man. That's even very small actually. But good, we have that one. Okay, action.
Ok. Que eso te decía, no vamos a seguir hablando como si tal, yo no quiero que esto sea una entrevista. Hablamos. Que primero llegas con lo de...
Con-
Porque yo cuando llegaste y te vi la cara así, digo,
esto-
¿este ya tenía un aire siempre en la boca? O esto, y yo solo digo, solo te digo así. Este hombre, y luego ya me dijiste, porque tú como que lo tenías como que no te lo querías ni creer, creo yo.
No, imagínate, el domingo, de venir, el día antes de venir, me voy a tocar a un lugar, cuando me pongo la flauta en la boca y digo, coño, ¿qué está pasando aquí con la flauta esta que no suena? Pero no le presté mucha atención porque me había tomado un té que tenía jengibre, tenía clavo, y el clavo como que adormece un poco la cosa, ¿no?
Hiciste tú pensar que iba por ahí la cosa.
Sí, yo dije, nada, este es el té que me he tomado, ya no me lo tomo más cuando vaya a tocar, porque imagínate la flauta, no sé qué. Y al día siguiente, a la madrugada, me preparo, no sé qué, y ya cuando voy a desayunar en el aeropuerto, veo que ya, digo, coño, me está costando trabajo. Ya esto no puede ser. Pero dije, bueno, será una alergia, una intoxicación, no sé qué. Y ya cuando llegué a Manila a tocar por la noche, ya me sentía ya súper rígida esta zona de la cara ahí. Y empiezo a buscar ahí un poco qué cosa pudiera ser, ¿no? Y me encuentro con que podía hacer una parálisis facial leve de rostro. Y cuando llego aquí, todavía no me lo creía, ¿eh? Fíjate que cuando yo te empiezo a hablar de esto, no estaba muy convencido, ni quería convencerme. Y, hermano, así ha sido. Tenía una parálisis facial en el paraíso. Y me han mandado para acá a la recuperación.
¿Cómo te ha hecho eso? Porque de algún modo eso te ha servido también
Sí,
una especie de catarsis, ¿no? De, me veo aquí, así, con mis capacidades un poco menguadas, para cantar, no solo para cantar, sino, coño,
para comunicarme, para todo.
hablar, para comer.
Sí, sí. Ha sido, mira, hay veces que el mismo día, hay veces que el mismo día a día y el empeño por hacer las cosas no te hace consciente de cuánto estás poniendo y cuánto no estás cuidando de ti, por fuera y por dentro, ¿no? Y muchas veces el hecho de ser emigrante, de vivir fuera de Cuba, de salir, de buscarme la vida, y eso yo puedo con todo siempre, ¿no? Y hay veces que la misma vida te dice, respira, cógelo suave, está empezando la temporada. Ahora, aquí es al revés, pero en Europa para mí ya empieza, ¿no? Y este año, gracias al universo, a los orichas, a todo, tengo mucho trabajo. Y tenía esa gran preocupación, ¿no? De, wow, y ahora con esto, ¿cómo lo hago? Venía aquí para hacer vine aquí para hacer un video, una fiesta, hace rato estábamos hablando, hace 2 años lo soñamos, el venir aquí y verme en un estado tan vulnerable, ya me cuesta un poco el tema del idioma, ¿no? El comunicarme con otro idioma, no puedo expresarme profundamente como mis ideas, de modo que ya eso es un desafío para mí. Viajar solo desde España hasta Filipinas, ya como cubano, en fin, siempre tengo mis cosas, ¿no? Y poder, hasta cierta manera, vencer eso y encontrarme con esta vulnerabilidad a la hora de tocar. Me he pasado 4 días, masaje, tratamiento, descansar. He estado casi durmiendo porque estaba invernando como un oso en puro verano.
Sí, es verdad.
Y la verdad que ha sido de mucho aprendizaje. Hasta ayer por la noche te comentaba, ¿no? Después de haber filmado el video y de un poco ya quitarle la presión también de decir, bueno, ya están las 2 misiones cumplidas, la fiesta, que era también un desafío, ¿no? Porque primero en contacto con el público de Filipinas y sobre todo la apuesta tuya como decir, sí, te veo aquí, vamos a darle. Estoy súper agradecido, de verdad, de todo corazón, de cómo me has tratado, cómo me han tratado tu gente, cómo me has recibido, cómo han estado disponibles para ayudarme, para hacerme sentir en familia sin pretensión, o sea, está todo muy relajado, ¿no? Y nada impuesto. Y la verdad ha sido un aprendizaje un recordatorio de lo que me dice siempre Batala, ¿no? Humildad y paciencia, pues cuando te sientes vulnerable, cuando las cosas no están en tus manos, pero sí están en tu cabeza y en tu corazón, el poder tomarlas de otra forma, tener otra visión y sobre todo tener mucha gratitud del momento que vives. Para mí ha sido posiblemente de los últimos viajes que he dado, de los que más me ha enseñado a, a trabajar en mí, porque nunca se sabe cuál es el mejor escenario para trabajarse uno y darse cuenta de que a veces uno, yo siempre ando en la búsqueda, trato de vivir la vida de una manera presente, de encontrar los regalos de la vida a través de las cosas que me suceden. Aún así, a veces el día a día te hace que te desconectes un poco. Entonces, tener esta posibilidad de recordarme de cuál es la esencia, mi esencia, de,
Este sitio así, este ambiente, este clima te ayuda también.
me ayuda muchísimo porque al final, por un lado, es como estar en casa, es el trópico, ¿no? Es la tranquilidad, es el calor, es el sudar, ¿no? Es el estar de pronto en un sitio como este, escuchando un bolero o escuchando Ethiopian Jazz. Es como, bueno, ya te pasaste tus 4 días ahí acostado como un lirón, mamá. Venga, va, te voy a llevar ahora a la terapia, la última terapia del viaje.
Y
Y
yo creo
ya,
que venir aquí sin pretensiones, ¿verdad? Ayuda mucho, ¿no? Yo te he
total.
dicho, vamos a ir a un sitio muy especial, pero que tampoco te monté la
No,
presión.
ni yo me puse a investigar mucho, nada, yo me
Has
quedé
venido como,
a todo. O sea, yo siempre miro cosas de los sitios donde voy, pero cuando vine para acá, nada, ni la geografía de Filipinas, nada, a sorprenderme aquí, ¿no? Y vaya sorpresa y más grata y vuelvo pronto.
tienes que volver.
Sí, no, yo después de haber estado en mi experiencia, que también, lo que hablábamos ahorita, ¿no? Del cómo de mi viaje pasado, el mes pasado a Hong Kong, antes tú me escribes, me dices, oye, necesito una música, que un proyecto que estoy haciendo, pum, pam, filo de mar. Y oye, yo me voy para Hong Kong, ¿por qué no me avisaste? Pum, pam, pam, bueno, ¿qué? ¿Lo hacemos? Venga, va, lo hacemos. Yo estaba en el aeropuerto. En el aeropuerto estaba pasando el control de seguridad. Yo diciéndote, oye, qué volar, lo hacemos, no lo hacemos. Así hablaba con mi socio, vamos. O sea,
Así.
en el momento que estoy pasando el control de seguridad, ahí estaba recibiendo un mensaje tuyo.
¿Qué te llevas?
Y me llevó, por un lado, o sea, ya toda esta parte que te explico de esta nutrición espiritual, sin pretensión. Porque a mí siempre busco los templos, busco las cosas, ¿no? Tratar de buscar la espiritualidad en los templos. Pero, pero este es un templo. O sea, esta vivencia en sí misma es un templo que me da me da ese regalo de, como recordatorio, te lo digo y lo diré siempre, humildad y paciencia, y como digo en la nueva canción, flexible como bambú, danzando al compás de ollar. Porque solo una mente flexible puede hacer lo que para otras es imposible. Entonces poder realizar, adaptarnos como nos hemos adaptado para poder lograr esta cosa, ¿no? Esta posibilidad de realizar, independientemente de si los recursos o no recursos, humano, es lanzarse y vivir la experiencia. Y por el otro lado, a nivel profesional, me llevó un gran regalo. Por un lado, el haber compartido nuevamente con gente que no me conoce, de nada, llegar solo, montar mis cosas y vamos a ver. Y tener ese feedback del público local, de los turistas que están, de la gente que viene a viajar, que viaja hasta aquí, y todos en comunión, todos agradeciéndome muchísimo en un momento donde ellos no saben cómo yo estoy, ¿no? Entonces, todo eso...
Yo he intentado que eso no trascienda. Yo no se lo dije ni siquiera a mis socios, ¿eh?
No.
Para que no hubiera como una especie de... Porque tú sabes.
Claro,
El Nido es como un sitio muy pequeño y de momento se monta ¿cómo se dice? El bochinche.
claro, no.
Y empieza todo el mundo a hablar, pues el artista mío está malo, y de lo que es que está malo es que, bueno, que es que te estás muriendo al día siguiente.
Claro.
No,
que me pongo más malo todavía.
Entonces yo le dije a Dios, no voy a decir nada, nosotros vamos a llevar que le hagan un tratamiento, él se la pone bien, él es fuerte, va para adelante, y esto no.
Así
no
fue,
vamos a darle
sí.
más importancia de la que tiene.
Sí,
Porque como montemos, que está mal.
no, se amplifica.
Claro. Y eso
Sí.
te afecta a ti también.
Total, ¿no? Sí, una de las cosas
Que
que...
la gente se te acerca y te dice, ¿cómo estás?
Sí.
¿Te hace falta algo? Bueno, ¿qué pasa?
Sí, no, y que aparte de eso, ¿sabes qué? Te haces todavía más vulnerable.
Sí.
Te sientes con más necesidad de decirle a la gente, no, es que estoy... Y tú, ay, como das pena y esas cosas, ¿no? Y por momentos no te puedo decir que no me sentí así, porque hay un par de gente, bueno, el mismo chico, Sean se llama, ¿no? El Fire. Se lo comenté y ya después él me preguntó cómo estás, espero que sigas mejor. No, y genera una preocupación alrededor y aunque al mismo tiempo trato de explicar de que te estoy hablando así, pero no hablo así, ¿no? Tener también la tranquilidad de no decir a mi familia en Cuba también, o sea, que estoy comentando todo esto aquí y llegará el momento en que tendré que decirle a ellos, no, sí, esto me pasó estando allí, pero no le puedo decir que me está pasando mientras estoy aquí, porque si no están muy preocupados ellos, ¿no? Y al final lo he mantenido y una de las cosas que también me llevo es poderlo contar también, porque al final no nos gusta mucho vernos vulnerables. Y está bien que podamos entender que un artista como yo, que la gente me ve con la energía y con la fuerza y con un pampo, no se explica que yo pueda estar pasando por algo como esto, que está relacionado con el estrés, con el no sé qué, porque al final yo soy cubano y vivo la vida con calma, ¿sabes? Y, y eso también, el poder hacer ese recuentro, bro, me llevo ese regalazo y después el audiovisual que va a salir de aquí, que va a ser la bomba. La experiencia de haber dado el viaje con el barco de, ¿cómo se llama? De Genet. Me encantó toda la tripulación, toda la experiencia. Muy lindo la crew de Terence, todo el crew, ver cómo trabajan, cómo se conectan, ¿no? Realmente estoy muy agradecido, muy feliz. Necesitaba también poderlo decir en alta voz, ¿no? Porque hay veces que la nube, que cuando uno tiene la nube encima, se manda acá abajo esto, venir aquí, tiene que estar encerrado y tener que estar con la cara y ahora voy a hacer un video y entonces mírame la cara, ¿no? Realmente ha sido es como un maestro. Este viaje ha sido un viaje maestro para mí. Muy agradecido, la verdad.
Tengo un de sobra de lo que quería.
Sí, porque pues...
Tienes por lo menos 4, que con cuál me quedo.
Ya está.
Muchas gracias, brother.
El tambor, que tiene ese tambor. El tambor, que tiene ese tambor.
Hello, hello, hello.
J'accouille, j'accouille. Ok, this one is for Augusto.
And then the other one, yeah, for Augusto.
Tring, tring,
Okay,
tring.
and then you look here.
Perfecto. Ok, así que yo...
Augusto. You have some linen there. Can you fix Augusto? Here.
Eso es del pañito.
Here, Augusto.
Ok. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien,
¿Relajado?
muy relajado. Incluso ya me siento más suelta la cara también.
Este sitio ha ayudado, ¿eh? Al final ha sido terapéutico.
No, muchacho. Hola. Me dejo vencer.
Ya.
Okay, I have this.
No se puede olvidar uno, ¿verdad? ¿Quién? Uy, what is that, bro? Filter? Really?
Oh, adjustable.
Yeah.
Shot.
The variable, bro.
Increíble.
Voy a comprar una de estas, ¿eh?
Para tus cosas, ¿no? Eso es una cosa increíble.
La vengo viendo hace rato,
Con el trípode, mira. Trípode, todo, se lo guardas en nada.
porque
Vasco.
estaba entre esa y la otra que tiene de 360 grados.
Ya, sí, que también la tiene él. Tiene por ahí.
Porque esa de 360 grados da, pero esta graba de pinga.
De pinga. De pinga.
Y tiene eso del seguimiento, está muy bueno.
Está chulísimo.
Y así a donde quiera que voy, pum, la pongo.
Te haces el
Y tengo
entero.
calidad asegurada.
Total. Luego se la pasas a alguien que te edite. Si
Yo mismo edito.
tú sabes, pues ya está.
No, yo edito mis cosas.
Sin problema. Sorry, Pop.
Por eso te digo que cualquier cosa sí que yo te pueda ir adelantando algunas cositas, sobre todo que tenga que ver con mi rollo,
O lo tuyo, sí.
porque va a tener bastante trabajo.
Te le vas a tope. Me gusta más si las gafas.
¿Sí?
Sí.
No tengo cara de...
Lo que quería decir es que de lo que nosotros teníamos en la cabeza a lo que ha sido, pero de una manera totalmente diferente.
Sí, sí, totalmente.
Ha sido parte de lo que tú dices, del aprendizaje, del proceso, de haberte venido aquí a este sitio tan lejos de tu casa, le has echado 2 cojones.
Sí.
Vamos para allá, lo has visto, ¿no? Fuiste tú, en realidad. Pues yo
Sí,
te hablé del proyecto y a ti
No,
se te
tú-
encendió la luz.
Claro, tú me preguntaste por una canción.
Eso es. Y me dijiste
yo
que
me iba
estaba...
a Hong Kong.
Maricón, ¿cómo no me llamas? Ah, pues no lo he pensado. Digo, bueno, pues... Y ya te expliqué yo lo que estaba haciendo, ¿no? Lo que andaba liado.
Y yo lo vi.
Y te mandé el vídeo que hizo el pequeño highlights, ¿no? Un poco de... Que ese vídeo estaba pensado para ir buscando ya quien nos meta dinero, que es lo que yo
Pero es que
necesito.
yo creo que tiene más sentido ya con lo que tienes.
Claro, es que entonces no tenía nada.
No, y no
Habíamos hecho 2,
y no le
ahora
hace-
ya hemos hecho 5.
No le hace justicia.
No, claro que no.
O sea,
Soy
con
consciente.
el material, el
Soy
barquito, el
consciente.
no sé qué, aquello, todo. pum,
Ahora ya
pam,
todo
pam,
mío. Ahí tuve que tirar de lo que él tiene de antes.
pam. Sí,
Que también mola, ¿no? Porque
sí, es otro concepto, es otro concepto.
no, es como... Yo en el teaser voy a meter imágenes de esas también. Voy a meter de lo mío, pero quiero eso, quiero niños, quiero cosas de Palawan, de
Sí, sí.
pinceladas.
No, pero
Pinceladas.
está bien que sea un pequeño, que la gente vea lo que puede ser.
Eso es. ¿Dónde estamos? ¿Qué es esto?
¿Qué ha sido? Y
Eso es.
en dónde estás y hacia
Y
dónde
ahora
vas.
empezamos a hablar de... yo tengo escrito el guión ya para el teaser, ¿no? Entonces hablo un poco de lo que es este sitio para mí, que a mí me enamoró desde el principio, de el encanto de este lugar, la belleza, tal. Entonces ahí vamos vistiendo con el nido. Ahí no hay nada de música todavía. Y luego Ya apareces tú, aparece
Y naturaleza
gente,
también.
vamos a mezclar la música con la naturaleza, con esto, con todo el proyecto, ¿no? Y ahí ya vamos dándole forma al teaser, ¿no? Para que la gente cuando acabe el minuto y poco que va a durar tenga una visión muy clara de todo lo que es. Pero es que tenemos tanto que lo podemos vestir como saca de los cojones. Es un montón de horas de grabación ya. ¿Eh? When we did the first soundscapes, compadre? When we did it?
Where?
With Miro. When was that? Maybe December?
I don't know.
We are talking already.
Yeah. Well, I'm recording.
Now.
But yeah, but also nice to ask like for him like also what music is in general inspire him. So we have a lot really.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
typical interview about
We will go
music
there.
first and then the
Yeah.
story.
We're making a kind of a first what he expected from this trip and what happened since
Okay.
he arrived. So
Okay.
we'll go there.
Too much air on the top.
Too much
Too much air.
air?
Yeah.
Aire.
No, it's okay. We need it for cropping. That's even very small actually. But good, we have that one. Okay. Action.
Ok. Que eso te decía, nosotros vamos a seguir hablando como si tal. Yo no quiero que esto sea una entrevista. Nosotros charlamos. Que primero llegas con lo de...
¿Cómo?
Porque yo cuando llegaste y te vi la cara así, digo, ¿este ha tenido un aire siempre en la boca o esto yo no? Y yo se lo digo, se lo comenté a Diosa, digo, este hombre... Y luego ya me dijiste, porque tú como que lo tenías como que no te lo querías ni creer, creo yo.
No, imagínate, el domingo, de venir, el día antes de venir, me voy a tocar a un lugar, cuando me pongo la flauta en la boca y digo, coño, ¿qué está pasando aquí con la flauta esta que no suena? Pero no le presté mucha atención porque me había tomado un té que tenía jengibre, tenía clavo, y el clavo como que adormece un poco la cosa, ¿no?
¿Qué hiciste tú pensar que iba por ahí la cosa?
Sí, yo dije, nada, este es el té que me he tomado, ya no me lo tomo más cuando vaya a tocar, porque imagínate la flauta, no sé qué. Y al día siguiente, a la madrugada, ¿verdad? Me preparo, no sé qué, y ya cuando voy a desayunar en el aeropuerto, veo que ya, digo, coño, me está costando trabajo. Ya esto no puede ser. Pero dije, bueno, será una alergia, una intoxicación, no sé qué. Y ya cuando llegué a Manila a tocar por la noche, ya me sentía ya súper rígida esta zona de la cara. Y empiezo a buscar ahí un poco qué cosa pudiera ser, ¿no? Y me encuentro con que podía hacer una parálisis facial leve de rostro. Y cuando llego aquí, todavía no me lo creía, ¿eh? Fíjate que cuando yo te empiezo a hablar de esto no estaba muy convencido ni quería convencerme y hermano, así ha sido, tenía una parálisis facial en el paraíso. Y me han mandado para acá a la recuperación.
¿Cómo te ha hecho eso? Porque de algún modo eso te ha servido también
Sí.
como una especie de catarsis, ¿no? De, ostras, me veo aquí, así, con mis capacidades un poco menguadas, para cantar, no solo para cantar, sino, coño, para reírme, para
todo.
hablar, para comer.
Sí, sí. Ha sido... Mira, hay veces que...
Date aquí.
El mismo día... Hay veces que el mismo día a día y el empeño por hacer las cosas no te hace consciente de cuánto estás poniendo y cuánto no estás cuidando de ti, por fuera y por dentro, ¿no? Y muchas veces el hecho de ser emigrante, de vivir fuera de Cuba, de salir, de buscarme la vida, y eso yo puedo con todo siempre, ¿no? Y hay veces que la misma vida te dice, respira, cógelo suave, está empezando la temporada. Ahora, aquí es al revés.
Está
pero
terminando,
en Europa
sí.
para mí ya empieza, ¿no? Y este año, gracias al universo, a los orichas, a todo, tengo mucho trabajo. Y tenía esa gran preocupación, ¿no? De, wow, y ahora con esto, ¿cómo lo hago? Vine aquí para hacer un video, una fiesta. Hace rato estábamos hablando, hace 2 años lo soñamos, el venir aquí. Y verme en un estado tan vulnerable, ya me cuesta un poco el tema del idioma, ¿no? El comunicarme con otro idioma, no puedo expresarme profundamente como mis ideas. De modo que ya eso es un desafío para mí. Viajar solo desde España hasta Filipinas, ya como cubano, en fin, siempre tengo mis cosas, ¿no? Y poder, hasta cierta manera, vencer eso y encontrarme con esta vulnerabilidad a la hora de tocar. Me he pasado 4 días, masaje, tratamiento, descansar. He estado casi durmiendo porque está invernando como un oso en puro verano.
Sí, es verdad.
y la verdad que ha sido de mucho aprendizaje. Hasta ayer por la noche te comentaba, ¿no? Después de haber filmado el video y de un poco ya quitarle la presión también de decir, bueno, ya están las 2 misiones cumplidas, la fiesta que era también un desafío, ¿no? Porque primer en contacto con el público de
Aquí.
Filipinas y sobre todo la apuesta tuya como decir, sí, te veo aquí, vamos a darle. Estoy súper agradecido, de verdad, de todo corazón de cómo me has tratado, cómo me han tratado tu gente, cómo me has recibido, cómo han estado disponibles para ayudarme, para hacerme sentir en familia sin pretensión, o sea, está todo muy relajado, ¿no? Y nada impuesto. Y la verdad ha sido un aprendizaje un recordatorio de lo que me dice siempre Batala, ¿no? Humildad y paciencia, pues cuando te sientes vulnerable, cuando las cosas no están en tus manos, pero sí están en tu cabeza y en tu corazón, el poder tomarlas de otra forma, tener otra visión y sobre todo tener mucha gratitud del momento que vives. Para mí ha sido posiblemente de los últimos viajes que he dado, de los que más me ha enseñado a, a trabajar en mí, porque nunca se sabe cuál es el mejor escenario
¿Verdad?
para trabajarse uno y darse cuenta de que a veces yo siempre ando en la búsqueda, trato de vivir la vida de una manera presente, de encontrar los regalos de la vida a través de las cosas que me suceden. Aún así, a veces el día a día te hace que te desconectes un poco. Entonces, tener esta posibilidad de recordarme de cuál es la esencia, mi esencia.
¿Esto te ayuda, este sitio así, este ambiente, este clima, te ayuda también?
Me ayuda muchísimo porque al final, por un lado, es como estar en casa. Es el trópico, ¿no? Es la tranquilidad, es el calor, es el sudar, ¿no? Es el estar de pronto en un sitio como este, escuchando un bolero o escuchando Ethiopian Jazz. Es como, bueno, ya te pasaste tus 4 días ahí acostado como un lirón, mamá. Venga, va, te voy a llevar ahora a la terapia, la última terapia del viaje.
Sí,
Y
yo
ya.
creo que venir aquí sin pretensiones, ¿verdad? Ayuda mucho, ¿no?
Total.
Yo te había dicho, vamos a ir a un sitio muy especial, pero que tampoco te monté la película.
No, ni yo me puse a investigar mucho,
Nada, sí.
nada, yo me
Todo,
quedé
todo ha venido como...
a todo. O sea, yo siempre miro cosas de los sitios donde voy, pero cuando vine para acá, nada, ni la geografía de Filipinas, nada. A sorprenderme aquí, ¿no? Y vaya sorpresa y más grata y vuelvo pronto.
Tienes que volver.
Sí, no, yo después de haber estado en mi experiencia, que también, lo que hablábamos ahorita, ¿no? Del cómo de mi viaje pasado, el mes pasado a Hong Kong, antes tú me escribes, me dices, oye, necesito una música, que es un proyecto que estoy haciendo, pum, pam, filo de mar. Y oye, yo me voy para Hong Kong, ¿por qué no me avisaste? Pum, pam, pam, bueno, ¿qué? ¿Lo hacemos? Venga, va, lo hacemos. Yo estaba en el aeropuerto. En el aeropuerto estaba pasando el control de seguridad. Yo diciéndote, oye, qué volada, lo hacemos, no lo hacemos. Así hablaba con mis socios, vamos. O sea,
Sí.
en
Así
el
fue,
momento que estoy pasando el control de seguridad, ahí estaba recibiendo un mensaje tuyo.
¿Y qué te llevas?
Y me llevó, por un lado, o sea, ya toda esta parte que te explico de esta nutrición espiritual, sin pretensión.
Sí.
Porque a mí siempre busco los templos, busco las cosas, ¿no? Tratar de buscar la espiritualidad en los templos. Pero este es un templo. O sea, esta isla, esta vivencia en sí misma es un templo que me da ese regalo como recordatorio, te lo digo y lo diré siempre, humildad y paciencia, y como digo en la nueva canción, flexible como bambú, danzando al compás de ollar. Porque solo una mente flexible puede hacer lo que para otras es imposible. Entonces poder adaptarnos como nos hemos adaptado para poder lograr esta cosa, ¿no? Esta posibilidad de realizar, independientemente de si los recursos o no recursos, mano, es lanzarse y vivir la experiencia. Y por el otro lado, a nivel profesional, me llevó un gran regalo. Por un lado, el haber compartido nuevamente con gente que no me conoce, de nada, llegar solo, montar mis cosas y vamos a ver.
A ver qué pasa.
Y tener ese feedback del público local, de los turistas que están, de la gente que viene a viajar, que viaja hasta aquí, y todos en comunión, todos agradeciéndome muchísimo en un momento donde ellos no saben cómo yo estoy.
Ya.
¿No? Entonces, todo
Sí, además
eso-
yo he intentado que eso no trascienda. Yo no se lo dije ni siquiera a mis socios, ¿eh?
No.
Para que no hubiera como una especie de... Porque tú sabes,
Claro,
el nido es como un sitio muy pequeño y de momento se monta ¿cómo se dice? El bochinche.
Claro, no.
Y empieza todo el mundo a hablar, pues el artista ha venido y está malo, y de lo que es que está malo es que, bueno, que es que te estás muriendo al día siguiente.
Claro.
Tú sabes cómo son esas cosas.
No, que me pongo más malo todavía.
Claro. Entonces yo le dije a Dios, yo esto no voy a decir nada, nosotros vamos a llevar que le hagan un tratamiento, él se va a poner bien, él es fuerte, él va para adelante, y esto no vamos a darle más importancia de la que tiene.
Sí,
Porque como montemos, que está malo,
No,
que tal, no sé,
simplifica,
ya está.
simplifica.
Claro. Y eso te afecta a ti también.
Total, ¿no? Sí, una de las cosas que...
Si ya la gente se te acerca y dice, ¿cómo estás? ¿Te hace falta algo? Bueno, ¿qué pasa? Que me estoy muriendo.
No, y que aparte de eso, ¿sabes qué? Te haces todavía más vulnerable.
Sí.
Te sientes con más necesidad de decirle a la gente, no, es que estoy... Y tú, ay, como das pena
Sí.
y esas cosas, ¿no? Y por momentos no te puedo decir que no me sentí así, porque hay un par de gente, bueno, el mismo chico, Sean se llama, ¿no?
El Gifted Fire, sí.
Fire. Se lo comenté y ya después él me preguntó cómo está, que espero que sigas mejor. Ay, genera una preocupación alrededor.
Claro.
Aunque al mismo tiempo trato de explicarte que...
Que no
te
estás
estoy
al 100%.
hablando así, te estoy hablando así, pero no hablo así. ¿No? Tener también la tranquilidad de no decir a mi familia en Cuba también que
Está
estoy
pasándolo.
comentando todo esto aquí y llegará el momento en que tendré que decirle a ellos, no, sí,
Me pasó esto.
esto me pasó estando allí, pero no le puedo decir que me está pasando mientras estoy aquí, porque si no están muy preocupados.
Muy preocupados, claro.
Y al final lo he mantenido y una de las cosas que también me llevo es poderlo contar también,
Claro.
porque al final no nos gusta mucho vernos vulnerables y está bien que podamos entender que un artista como yo, que la gente me ve con energía y con la fuerza y con un pampo, no se explica que yo pueda estar pasando por algo como esto, que está relacionado con el estrés, con el no sé qué, porque al final yo soy cubano y vivo la vida con calma, ¿sabes? Y eso también, el poder hacer ese recuento, bro, me llevó ese regalazo y después el audiovisual que va a salir de aquí, que va a ser la bomba. La experiencia de haber dado el viaje con el barco de, ¿cómo se llama?
Gener.
De Gener. Me encantó toda la tripulación, toda la experiencia. Muy lindo la crew de Terence, todo el crew, ver cómo trabajan, cómo se conectan, ¿no? Realmente estoy muy agradecido, muy feliz. Necesitaba también poderlo decir en alta voz, ¿no? Porque hay veces que que cuando uno tiene la nube encima, se manda acá abajo esto, venir aquí, tener que estar encerrado y tener que estar con la cara y ahora voy a hacer un video y entonces mírame la cara, ¿no? Realmente ha sido muy, es como un maestro. Este viaje ha sido un viaje maestro para mí. Muy agradecido, la verdad.
Genial. Tengo de sobra de lo que quería.
Sí, porque
Tienes por lo menos 4, ¿con cuál me quedo? Muchas gracias, brother. Perfecto.
Yeah, let's do one.
el tambor, que tiene ese tambor. El tambor, que tiene ese tambor.
Ajá.
Thank you. Woo. Very good. Word. Okay, rolling. All right, so can you please introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Sean, also known as Gifted Fire. I'm originally from Singapore, but I live in Brooklyn.
Okay. Can you tell us about the genre of your music?
So I basically play a wall house set. Fuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it again. Just look at
Two.
rolling. Okay, so wait. I need okay. All right, rolling. So look at me. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Sean, and I'm also known as Gifted Fire.
Okay. Can you tell us? Can you let us know what's your genre of like what? Oh, sorry. Like it's my. Okay, let's go again. What? Yeah. Be more talkative if you want to.
Yeah,
and you
okay.
can okay. Again, rolling. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Sean, also known as Gifted Fire. I'm originally from Singapore, but I live in New York.
Okay. And can you tell us what music? What is the genre of your music?
So my genre of music is wall house music. I like to improvise with live instruments like the keys, a little bit of drums, and I kind of have a fusion of African, Brazilian, and house music. That for me feels home.
All right. And then, can you let us know what do you think of the venue by Artisano?
Wow, Baia Artisano is one of the most beautiful places I've seen. The craftsmanship and the details to the place is awe-inspiring. It was a pleasure walking through the space, and it was actually my first stop when I came to El Nido. It's located in Leo Beach. It has a pool where monkeys swim, and I just felt like it was a beautiful venue to be actually be able to play.
Nice. And then, can you also let us know what do you think of El Nido, Palawan? Because I know that you've been to some spots.
El Nido is paradise. I never imagined being able to explore islands, the jungles, riding around scooters. It's like a feeling of liberation and freedom. And as a musician, as a producer, I've always wanted to feel that jungle paradise, and El Nido kind of gifted me that.
And can you let us know also about, I guess, we're talking about the place, we're also going to talk about the people that you've met here also.
I met some of the most amazing people I've ever come across in my life. I would like to especially thank Rafi and Sean for bringing me to this paradise. It was a beautiful way of meeting them on Christmas. And Rafi Kimonos actually gifted me a kimono and a shirt, and that's how we became friends on Christmas. They told me, hey Sean, we have a little secret, we're getting married, and welcome to El Nido. We're gonna do a little wedding scout, and let's book us some shows together. I was able to now explore Pangolin,
By Artisano.
Baia Artisano, and also Panorama. And it was one of my most beautiful sunsets. The people around are so friendly, so welcoming. It's the best way of escaping New York's winter where it's cold and miserable. I felt like I'm in heaven and back at home.
Nice. Okay, so what were your expectations and impression of the event?
I had zero expectations. I think that's the best way to improvise and go with the flow. But the venue itself, the people, and the event was really well curated. I got to meet some of the best. I got to meet some of the best people, creators, builders, hotel owners, restaurant owners, and all coming together in the soup. Now I understand what a lovely mix of people are there. The fusion, the inspiration. As an artist, I always wanted to meet people outside of music that inspires me, and today I feel really inspired, and I can't wait to be back in March.
And then can you also tell us what was the experience like, playing like live in front of like the people who attended for the first time, seeing them dance, seeing them jive? What was it like? Can you take us through that experience?
Oof.
Or just things that you remember as well.
Yeah, okay, so
The vibe of the place, I don't know, like
it's one of those journeys where I got to experience the parao, a pirate ship created by the boat owner himself, and actually experiencing that with all the family and community. I think that was the most important thing in El Nido, community. And experiencing that, now I got to have a taste in the event where I finally get to give some music and be received. And that's one of the mottos for Gifted Fire, to be able to share that little flame and to be accepted. And this time in the event, I felt love, harmony, happiness. It's one of those things that, like, you never imagine that little music that you could give could actually create a community and congregation of happiness, you know?
Cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
And also, so can you let us know what enticed you to be part of this event?
That one I don't know, man.
Or like how did you like why did you say yes to the event?
Can I explain that with Rafi and
Yes.
Sean? So it was Christmas Day when I met Sean and Rafi, and it was one of those beautiful meetings where they were like, hey, we got to hang out, and after a week later I played a show and they told me, have you been to Paradise? I have some good news, you're coming with us. Some bad news is you're gonna wake up at 6:30 to take this flight. And it was a beautiful way of me surrendering what I knew to go into a new space with no expectations and be blown away. I can't wait to come back to make music, the people. I got to meet so many wonderful people. And I want to especially thank Rafi Kimonos for like helping me organize the shows, Augusto, Terrence, you know. And I got to meet another amazing artist, August, that I got to share a stage with. It was my first time playing in Philippines, so like super grateful. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright guys, this is what we're gonna do the interview of August. It's my perfect, my favorite virgin from Manila. What the fuck? Oh, sabi mo, you want to go? Just okay. Go for it. So,
Did you say favorite virgin, bro?
my favorite virgin in Manila.
Sure.
Sure. Sure. Is you still a virgin, right? Yeah, sure. Yes, me too. In the left hole of my nose.
Okay, game. Alright. Okay. Serious.
Okay.
Not naman serious. But big smile first. Yan. Okay. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Augustoa. I'm
Wait, look at face, ano na lang, me na lang.
I'll look at you.
me, yeah.
God.
Again, smile. Okay. Can you please introduce yourself?
Wait lang. Okay. Hi, my name is Augustoa. I'm an artist, a singer and songwriter from Manila, based in Manila, but originally from General Santos City.
Nice. Okay. Can you, what is your genre?
My genre, I'd like to say, is R&B and neo soul.
Why are you laughing?
This is always a hard fucking
Okay.
thing to answer.
Okay, let's
man.
do it again. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, do you want like, can you describe your music?
Yeah, ganyan
okay.
na lang.
All right. Okay, take 2. Okay. Can you describe your music?
Okay, my music is mainly neo soul and R&B, but I do rap as well. So with bouncy beats, you know, that's it.
And
Fuck, this is terrible. Damn. He was nervous, but he did so well.
You're playing your soul.
No.
okay,
Let's go.
No.
Let's sing.
Just look at me.
Okay, I'll look at you.
Okay. No, all right. Can you describe your music?
My music is neo soul and R&B. I guess I would say some jazz influences because I did come from a jazz band, so I still kind of incorporate that now, I guess, with my singing. But I do rap as well.
Nice. All right. And then, what do you think of the venue, specifically Bahay Artisano?
I love Bahay Artisano. It's really beautiful. Like everything about that, it's a vibe. Like it's such a vibe. So just like Sean, actually, it was my first stop from the airport. So, you know, very high expectations of what El Nido would be seeing that first. It's just lovely there.
Nice. Okay. And now, can you share with us what do you think of El Nido Palawan?
El Nido Palawan is really, it's a different vibe here, definitely. I've been to Palawan quite a few times before, but never in El Nido. I would say that I like the pace here. because everyone's really chill, but everyone kind of has a purpose too. Like every day, like even there by again.
Yeah.
Can I say that again? Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you ask the question again?
Yeah. Okay. Can you? What do you think of El Nido, Palawan?
I really love it here. I've been to Palawan multiple times before, but never here in El Nido, and it's definitely a different vibe. I like the pace, where people, even though they're by the beach, they kind of seem to have a really. I mean, everywhere else has a good purpose, right? But then, they're busy and like out and about and like doing their thing for the day, but yet they still know how to chill out and have fun. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's just wait. All right. What were your expectations and impressions of the whole event?
Expectations, just like Sean, no expectations. I kind of just flew here and, well, okay, the expectation was to just do a job and see what El Nido was like. But then I think it was so much more because I totally forgot I had friends here. Not really. I mean, I knew a couple people, but I didn't know like how many of my friends moved here. So it was actually really nice to be reunited with them. And the types of people that I know that moved here, I see it. They bring the okay, ulit tayo, please. No,
Okay.
ano sasabihin ko.
No problem.
I'm like rambling right now.
It's okay. It's It's normal. Okay. One more time.
What was the question again?
What were no. Yeah. What were your expectations and impression of the whole event?
Okay, my expectations, nada. No expectations whatsoever. Kind of just was curious about El Nido, came here, and this is why I said yes, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay. And then, what was the whole experience like performing in front of like the El Nido crowd and then performing in Bay Artisano?
To be honest with you, that was nerve-wracking because I played a 90-minute set where, am I allowed to say this? Or I prepared it the day before. It was very nerve-wracking because my first set was very intimate, where I played songs that I normally don't play anymore, just because they're very, I guess, very honest. I mean, all of my songs I would like to think are, but this one, that first set in particular, so I didn't know how that was going to be like, but then it was actually really refreshing to be able to sing those songs again because in a way I kind of met myself again, and I could see the people were really vibing with that and really relating to it too. So yeah, that was new and nice.
Thank you. I've heard those.
I know
sets
you
before.
have.
Yeah,
You
but that's
have,
cool.
yes.
Okay, so the last one is like, what enticed you to be part of this event?
Okay, so coming into this event, Augusto and Enzo from Pangolin mentioned that this was a project meant to open up El Nido into the live music scene because, if I'm correct, it doesn't happen here so much. I do love the cause of this.
All right. So
Wait, sorry, clarify ko lang. Ano siya, so parang, what do you call it again? Because like, some of this is going to, what's it called? Like,
the soup.
No, pangolins, saving the pangolins.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is
the
there
exact
is there an
word.
organization for it here?
Yeah, there is an organization that they actually parang affiliated with.
Yeah.
So they already parang executed some program. Right. So, last question: What enticed you to be part of this event?
I really wanted to be part of this event because first, it's in El Nido, and I've never been, and I've always been curious. Next was, so Pangolin and Bahay Artisano, they partnered up together because I think they wanted to bring more live music into El Nido, which I hear doesn't happen as much. So that was really nice to be, one of the first to do this whole show, the soup. Another thing that enticed me to come here was that I found out that the income, or like some of it, is going to, like, doing this whole show, goes to this foundation. to these people called the pangolin rangers, where they save pangolins because apparently they're endangered here, and I love animals, so I was really happy to hear that. And I would have, that enticed me to come here all the more.
All right. Okay. Final message, like any parting message?
I'm coming back here, you guys. I'm definitely going to be back, and I hope to see more of El Nido, and I hope to, get to explore it more. Definitely.
And
It's okay. Feel nice.
figure out what angle I want to do here. The pangolin.
Brother,
Yeah.
puede to bake.
Yeah. Okay. After water, we roll.
Okay.
We've done this. You know the drill. Can't find the right angle for this one. Yeah, maybe this one. Very, very okay.
Very okay.
Yeah. Can you say mic test 1, 2?
Sorry again.
Mic test 1, 2.
1, 1, 2. Hey, hey. Hello. Masarap.
Masarap.
Check, check, check. All good?
All good.
Do you
Check.
need your headset for level? No.
No, I can see the levels here with colors. All right, ready?
Ready?
Okay, look at the camera first. Give me a big smile. Nice.
So
Please.
it's gonna be hard for me to look at there, not look at your beautiful face, Terrence.
Ah.
So how are we gonna do it?
Yeah, you can always. I'll just be here.
I can switch to
Yes.
camera to you.
Yeah, yeah,
It's okay.
yeah.
Okay. I prefer to talk to you.
All right. So yes, smile again, and then please introduce yourself again.
Okay. I'm Augusto. I'm from Spain. I arrived here for the first time in 2011, and I fall in love with this country from just when I put my step in first time in Manila. So it's been a long romance between the Philippines and me, and after falling in love with the country, I falling in love with a woman also. So it sounds like cheesy, but it's the reality. So I came back because of her, and then we have family now and everything, and then I feel this is like my homeland already. So what's happened when you have a homeland that you care, right? When you are a tourist, you come here and then take whatever you want, and then you just want to have fun, to see something, and maybe if you are you are in the mood, maybe you look for something else. But most of the people just pass by here for 2-3 days and never know what's going on this place, and about the culture, about how Filipinos are, how they live, how they eat, how they dance, how they dream. And somehow that kind of things moves me a lot. So I always have the feeling that I have a lot from this country, and I have to give it back also, return something. That's my main thing, my main feeling in the Philippines. Apart of having a lot of good friends, Filipinos and not Filipinos, but yeah, that's it.
Okay. So can you tell us actually what is the sound project all about? Soundscape under Pangolin. Can you give us first a very in a nutshell, and then
picture,
try to explain it
a little
into
bit.
details?
Yeah. Okay. We are in the pangolin now. So everything started here a few years ago already. So, but from the first time that we put me and my partners, we put all together the forces to make this happen. From the beginning, my plan and my wife, we want to do something in return. So we find a way naming this place the Pangolin as a way to create awareness to people, because most of the people they don't know what is a pangolin. And not only the tourists, even locals somehow, or not locals, but people comes from Manila, wherever, they don't know that what is that little creature and everything, and it is about to disappear. So it's very in danger. So we found it like just very interesting to create awareness in a club, right? Because the people comes here to dance and have fun. So this is not the place that you expect people thinking on taking care of the environment, right? So we like that motto of dance with a cause. So from the beginning, we started like working with the Zoological Society of London, which is, we have a very solid partnership nowadays. It was not easy because of pandemic and everything was like standby. But now little by little we are recovering, and then we are really help them. And for me, man, what I can say? It makes me sleep very well when I see that our contribution to this are really helping not only the environment but people and communities. So if you visit them there in their barangays, you can see that things are moving very slowly, but nothing happened from one day to another. So yeah, being humble, being patient, and working, I think we can do a lot.
And then can you tell us more about the partnership? Because a while ago we went to one of their sites and
Yes.
we met some of the rangers.
Yes.
And can you share with us
My
what-
experience there, yeah. So the Zoological Society of London is creating a system of microcredits, financial support to communities, which is very interesting. So if you want, instead of explaining to you exactly what it's about, I think it's very important to see that why these people is hunting pangolins, because walang pera, diba? They have no money. So what's happening if we help them to have a financial support, that maybe they don't need to go to the forest and kill the pangolins anymore. So more or less that's the key of the thing. It's like give the people options so they can choose. They can go and do it again, right? But at least we are trying to give them options. So
We're interviewing. Come, don't talk. Yeah, don't talk. Just come upstairs. Okay.
So, yeah, going back to that thing, the sound project by the pangolin, right? Another thing that was in my head, my vision was like, after 12 years being here in El Nido, I have seen a lot of changes. And most of the changes I don't like. We change not for good, most of the time. Like tourism is very aggressive. I'm part of the problem. And I have the conscience that all this is part of the thing. But that somehow is something that is gonna come wherever we do, because it's happened. I come from South Spain, which is one of the most touristic places in the world. And I saw what happened. So yeah, money comes, but also a lot of negative sightseeings coming also. So it's very difficult to measure where is the line between success and progress and just devastation and losing your spaces, losing your identity, losing your personality as a Filipino, right? So I decided that it would be nice if we can create awareness, showing the beauty of Palawan, using the music. So the sound project by the Pangolin is all about that. Let's shoot outside there what is still virgin and nice while it's still like that, because I don't know what's gonna happen in 20, 30, 40 years, but what I know is my kids, someday they will ask me, Daddy, I remember El Nido when we were kids, and look how is it now. Why you didn't do anything? So at least I can answer that I did my best. So I'm gonna shoot that place. I'm gonna bring amazing artists. I'm gonna bring the best music I like. And I'm gonna show this place to make the people understand that we have to protect this place. And I think it's a very good way to do it. Instead of just telling the people in boring videos like this one, why this is important. It's like, this is the beauty of the place. Help us. Visit the Zoological Society of London and motherfuckers put money there and help them because we need the help.
Yeah. And can you tell us also like the sweat, pain, the sweat, blood, and tears of mounting, you know, our shoot, because you're shooting in a Balatik in the middle of the ocean. We are shooting in the middle of the island, and with a small team carrying everything with no sleep, with everything. So how challenging? Share with us how challenging it is.
Yeah, that's very interesting because I come from television in Spain. I was working also as a journalist, and I work in many other productions. And there, when I was thinking on doing that here, I didn't think about what you're saying. The challenge of producing, not in the Philippines, because Manila is different, right? In Manila, you got everything with a phone call. But here in El Nido, it's a really challenge because it's very raw, right? So yeah, I found myself in the middle of places that I never thought that I will be, working with amazing people and, man, learning a lot. So me personally, I'm getting a lot of this because of this, in a personal way only. Me personally, I'm growing because I have the opportunity to talk to people and see the reality of many other people that really, really touch me.
Yeah.
And I'm just a humble guy. I'm a very simple guy. I'm just moving a little bit, but I think if we all of us we do a little bit, we can do a lot. And then it's okay. Sometimes the gen set is almost like rotten and it's about to explode, or I don't know, and everything is not working. But man, Filipinos, they always find a way. If you rely on them, and then you really push, and then you ask for help, they are always there. And then, man, we make a lot of videos. You were there with me from the beginning.
Yeah.
So sometimes it looks like that's not gonna happen, but in the end of the day, it happened.
Nice. Yeah, like, and then maybe final statement, like, how do you see Soundscape moving forward? Because of course we finished this season from learnings, and how do you see it moving forward?
Okay, yeah, we've been shooting for many months already. We did like 5 Soundscapes volumes, and then another 2 soups. That is another part of the thing, but it's also very interesting. How I see the future, I think we need support from big names. How you make the people really talk about what you're doing, not just in El Nido, worldwide. People they are famous, not famous because they come in, like, you know, magazines and stuff, like people who are doing art and music at the biggest level. That's the people we need us to support. So I'm pretty sure that many of them will never listen to my even phone calls, but I'm pretty sure that many other, if I explain to them what we are doing here and why we need them to help us, they will come.
All right. Any other thing that you wanna say before we stop the recording?
Let's dance for a cause.
Can you look at the camera? Can you look at the camera while saying "Let's dance for a cause"?
Let's dance for a cause.
Yeah! It's a wrap.
We finished.
We finished. Oh my God! Wow.
Man, thank you.
No problem. Okay.
I'm gonna steal this t-shirt.
Oh yeah, man. I think you deserve the shirts. Okay, I'm just gonna end. Yeah. Can you say mic test 1 2?
Sorry again.
Mic test 1 2.
1 1 2. Hey hey.
Okay.
Hello. Masarap.
Sarap.
Check, check, check. All good?
All good.
Do you need your headset for level? No need.
No, I can see the levels here with colors. All right, ready?
Ready?
Okay, look at the camera first. Give me a big smile. Nice.
So it's gonna be hard for me to look at there, not look at your beautiful face, Terence. So how are we gonna do it?
Yeah, you can always. I'll just be here.
I can switch to
Yes.
camera to you.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. To you.
All right. So yes, smile again, and then please introduce yourself again.
Okay. I'm Augusto. I'm from Spain. I arrived here for the first time in 2011, and I fall in love with this country from just when I put my step in first time in Manila. So it's been a long romance between the Philippines and me. And after falling in love with the country, I fall in love with a woman also. So it sounds like cheesy, but it's the reality. So I came back because of her, and then we have family now and everything. And then I feel this is like my homeland already. So what's happened when you have a homeland that you care, right? When you are a tourist, you come here and then take wherever you want, and then you just want to have fun, to see something, and maybe if you are you are in the mood, maybe you look for something else. But most of the people just pass by here for 2-3 days and never know what's going on this place and about the culture, about how Filipinos are, how they live, how they eat, how they dance, how they dream. And somehow that kind of things moves me a lot. So I always have the feeling that I have a lot from this country and I have to give it back also, return something. That's my main thing, my main feeling in the Philippines. Apart of having a lot of good friends, Filipinos or not Filipinos, but yeah, that's it.
Okay. So can you tell us actually what is the sound project all about? Soundscape under Pangolin. Can you give us first a very in a nutshell, and
picture,
then try to explain
a little bit.
details.
Yeah. Okay. We are in the pangolin now.
Mhm.
So everything started here a few years ago already. So, but from the first time that we put me and my partners, we put all together the forces to make this happen. From the beginning, my plan and my wife, we want to do something in return. So we find a way naming this place the Pangolin as a way to create awareness to people, because most of the people, they don't know what is a pangolin. Not only the tourists, even locals somehow, or not locals, but people comes from Manila, wherever, they don't know that what is that little creature and everything, and it's about to disappear. So it's very in danger. So we found it like just very interesting to create awareness in a club, right? Because the people comes here to dance and have fun. So this is not the place that you expect people thinking on taking care of the environment, right? So we like that motto of dance with a cause. So from the beginning, we start like working with the Zoological Society of London, which is, we have a very solid partnership nowadays. It was not easy because of pandemic and everything was like standby. But now, little by little, we are recovering, and we are really help them. And for me, man, what I can say, it makes me sleep very well when I see that our contribution to this are really helping not only the environment but people and communities. So if you visit them there in their barangays, you can see that things are moving very slowly, but nothing happened from one day to another. So yeah, being humble, being patient and working, I think we can do a lot.
And then can you tell us more about the partnership? Because a while ago we went to one of their sites and we
Yes.
met some of the rangers.
Yes.
And can you share with us
My
what-
experience there, yeah. So the Zoological Society of London is creating a system of microcredits, financial support to communities, which is very interesting. So if you want, instead of explaining to you exactly what it's about, I think it's very important to see that why these people is hunting pangolins, because walang pera, diba? They have no money. So what's happening if we help them to have a financial support that maybe they don't need to go to the forest and kill the pangolins anymore. So more or less that's the key of the thing. It's like give the people options so they can choose. They can go and do it again, right? But at least we are trying to give them options. So
We're interviewing. Come, don't talk. Yeah, don't talk. Just come upstairs. Okay.
So, yeah, going back to the thing, the sound project by the pangolin, right? Another thing that was in my head, my vision was like, after 12 years being here in El Nido, I have seen a lot of changes. And most of the changes I don't like. We change for not for good most of the time. Like tourism is very aggressive. I'm part of the problem. And I have the conscience that all this is part of the thing. But that somehow is something that is going to come wherever we do. Because it's happened. I come from South Spain, which is one of the most touristic places in the world. And I saw what happened. So yeah, money comes, but also a lot of negative sightseeings coming also. So it's not. So it's very difficult to measure where is the line between success and progress and just devastation and losing your spaces, losing your identity, losing your personality as a Filipino, right? So I decide that it will be nice if we can create awareness, showing the beauty of Palawan using the music. So the sound project by the Pangolin is all about that. Let's shoot outside there what is still virgin and nice while it's still like that, because I don't know what's going to happen in 20, 30, 40 years, but what I know is my kids someday they will ask me, Daddy, I remember El Nido when we were kids, and look how is it now? Why you didn't do anything? So at least I can answer that I did my best. So I'm gonna shoot that place. I'm gonna bring amazing artists. I'm gonna bring the best music I like. And I'm gonna show this place to make the people understand that we have to protect this place. And I think it's a very good way to do it. Instead of just telling the people in boring videos like this one, why this is important. It's like, this is the beauty of the place. Help us. Visit the Zoological Society of London and motherfuckers put money there and help them because we need the help.
Yeah. And can you tell us also like the sweat pain, the sweat, blood, and tears of mounting, our shoot, because we're shooting in a balatik in the middle of the ocean. We are shooting in the middle of the island, and with a small team carrying everything, with no sleep, with everything. So
yeah,
how challenging? Share with us how challenging it is.
Yeah, that's very interesting because I come from television in Spain. I was working also as a journalist, and I work in many other productions. And there, when I was thinking on doing that here, I didn't think about what you're saying. The challenge of producing, not in the Philippines, because Manila is different, right? In Manila, you got everything with a phone call. But here in El Nido, it's a really challenge because It's very raw, right? So yeah, I found myself in the middle of places that I never thought that I will be, working with amazing people and man, learning a lot. So me personally, I'm getting a lot of this because of this in the personal in a personal way only. Me personally, I'm growing because I have the opportunity to talk to people and see the reality of many other people that really, really touch me. And I'm just a humble guy. I'm a very simple guy. I'm just moving a little bit, but I think if we all of us we do a little bit, we can do a lot. And then it's okay. Sometimes the gen set is almost like rotten and it's about to explode or I don't know, and everything is not working. But man, Filipinos, they always find a way. If you rely on them, and then you really push, and then you ask for help, they are always there. And then man, we make a lot of videos. You were there with me from the beginning.
Yeah.
So sometimes it looks like that's not gonna happen, but in the end of the day, it happened.
Nice. Yeah, like, and then maybe final statement, like, how do you see Soundscape moving forward? Because of course we finished this season from learnings, and how do you see it moving forward?
Okay. Yeah, we've been shooting for many months already. We did like 5 Soundscapes volumes, and then another 2 soups. That is another part of the thing, but it's also very interesting. How I see the future, I think we need support from big names. How you make the people really talk about what you're doing, not just in the needle, worldwide. People they are famous, not famous because they come in like magazines and stuff, like people who are doing art and music at the biggest level. That's the people we need us to support. So I'm pretty sure that many of them will never listen to my even phone calls. But I'm pretty sure that many other, if I explain to them what we are doing here and why we need them to help us, they will come.
All right. Any other thing that you wanna say before we stop the recording?
Let's dance for a cause.
Can you look at the camera? Can you look at the camera while saying "Let's dance for a cause"?
Let's dance for a cause.
Yeah! It's a wrap.
We finished.
We're finished. Oh my
Yes, sir.
god. Wow.
Man, thank you.
No problem. Okay.
I'm gonna stole this T-shirt.
Hell yeah, man. I think you deserve the shirts. Okay, I'm just gonna end the
Gracias.
recording.
Obrigado. So we're going back to. You're
Hello,
Portuguese.
hello.
Nice.
Hello, hello.
North, south.
Corto. I've never been. I've heard of it.
I live very close to the border.
Why do you think I
But in the
befriend you?
south.
No. Yeah.
I'm from Huelva, so my city, the place I live is like 30 minutes, 40 minutes far from the border.
Oh, but in the north end.
No,
In the
down
south.
there. So for the Algarve.
Oh, that's good. You live around that area, right?
Huh?
It's so close to Algarve.
Super close.
That's a nice area. Very fancy.
I can't figure where I'm gonna hide this other mic. Maybe just here. This is just for
I have it in
backup.
my hand.
This is just backup.
But you want me to?
No?
No, because I'm going to talk to.
Yeah, yeah. That's just backup actually. Okay, can you look here again?
Do you want me to stay here or do you want me to go? Or what are you feeling?
Sorry?
Can I stay here or do you prefer
Yeah, it's
to
okay.
go? Oh, okay.
No problem.
He's an actor.
No, but it's just, I can understand the feeling.
It's okay.
As well.
Feel nice.
Figure out what angle I wanna do it.
Brother,
Yeah.
puede tubig. Very nice.
Yan.
Balik-balikon.
Yan. Tapos ito na lang po, ibigay ko na lang sa inyo yung mic para ganito po kalapit pag yan, ganyan. Sige po, pwede po bang pakilala niyo po ang sarili niyo po?
Ako si Alma Habares Abina. Dito nakatira sa Sitio Dagmay, Barangay Tinigiban, El Nido, Palawan. Ako po ay isang membro ng COMSCA, Community Managed Saving and Credit Association. At membro din po ng DAGPA or Department sa DE dito sa Sitio Dagmay.
Ako si Emalyn Mendoza Nelmida, record keeper po ng COMSCA, 2 years. Na po.
Okay. Question.
Question. How this organization and community is helping the community here to grow, and how they are using that small money, and what are they doing with it?
With the ZSL.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, ang question po is paano po ba nakakatulong ang ZSL sa donasyon na naibibigay nila sa organisasyon niyo po? Paano po siya nakakatulong? Nakakatulong po ba?
So just like a mini credit they have
Yung mini
to
credit.
develop projects.
Nakakatulong po ba siya? Paano po ba alam niyo po ba kung paano nakakatulong yung sige.
Para sa akin, yung COMSCA group ay malaking tulong sa amin. Kasi nung wala pang COMSCA, medyo hirap talaga kami mag-manage ng aming pera. Pero ngayon, may COMSCA na kami. At least nasisave namin yung para doon ihulog sa tuwing linggo. Ihiwalay agad yun. Mayroon tayong control sa paggastos ng pera. Kasi isisave mo agad yung para sa COMSCA. Ako po ay 2 taon na ngayon sa COMSCA. Malaking tulong talaga kasi nung nakaraan nagkasakit ang asawa ko, 3 buwan na hindi siya makapagtrabaho. Nag-loan ako sa COMSCA para magamit namin at makapacheck up kami.
I see.
So it's very positive.
Yeah.
Sa COMSCA po, sa savings groups ng COMSCA, walang maraming kailangan ng mga papel. Pag membro ka nun, ura-urada. Pag may pera lang, pwede kang manghiram. Pwede kang mag-loan. Tapos hindi po lumalabas yung pera namin na dadalhin sa ibang barangay kung hindi dito lang po talaga umikot sa aming community.
So it's a big help.
Yes sir, big help talaga. Yeah.
And then para po sa hindi nakakaalam, paki-describe nga kung ano po ang COMSCA. Para kunyari hindi alam, paano niyo po kinakwento niyo sa kaibigan niyo?
Sa hindi nakakaalam ng COMSCA, ang COMSCA po kasi ay isang managed community and credit savings. Siya po ay tumutulong sa katulad naming mga mahihirap para palaguin or i-control yung paggastos mo ng pera at nandun makasave ka para sa sarili mo. At ang COMSCA po ay isang cycle, isang taon ang isang cycle. Doon po mag-share out kami pagdating ng, ngayon malapit na, May 16, June 19 ang share out namin. So malapit na po. Doon po, pag full share ka, mayroon kang 26,000 na maisisave para sa pamilya. Malaking tulong po yan. Malaking tulong po para sa amin.
Yeah, because I hear about this, but it's nice to hear straight from them how this is helping. So, okay.
You wanna talk about balikon? Balik-balikon?
Yes. Ang balik-balikon ay isa ring programa ng ZSL na kung saan ito ay pinaproktiktahan ng ating pangolin dahil nakita po nila sa survey na dito sa Tinigiban or dito sa Dagmay, mayroon pa silang possible na mayroon pang pangolin. So nandito sila para protektahan at yan po nagkaroon sila ng bantay gubat and then mayroon mga area sila na protected talaga. At katunayan po doon sa bukid namin sa may Kasuyan, dati araw nakikita mo pa, pero ngayon, mga 5 years na wala ka nang makikita. Ibig sabihin pa, unti-unti na sila. So, kailangan talaga may protected at maisulong sa mga kaalaman ng tao na kailangan ito talaga ay hindi na magalaw. Talagang protect na para sa mga sunod na henerasyon.
Ano po ang mga ginagawang hakbang para maprotektahan po ang pangolin?
Yes po, may mga ginagawa sila katulad ng mga bantay gubat or iba pang mga nagme-maintain. Binabantay nila yung mga nanguhuli nito at ito talaga ay napakadelikado na ngayong hulihin. So mga ilang taon na rin sa wakas, wala na rin kaming kaso dito na naririnig naming nanguhuli nito.
Pag may nanguhuli po ba, anong ginagawa? Nire-report? Kinukulong?
Yes po, nire-report po doon sa sa kapulisan or sa mga iba pang mga nagbabantay nito para ma-save po or kung mabigyan sila ng kanilang mga penalty or mabigyan ng kaagarang leksyon sa kanila.
So the point is I can understand, it's like helping these families with money, make them maybe not try to hunt the pangolin. It's just a thing.
Yun po ba ang gusto niya pong maintindihan na yung dahil sa natutulong ng COMSCA para yung mga iba din na dating walang pera para makapag-ipon, para hindi na sila mag-hunt
Utang.
ng pangolin.
Yes.
Ganun po ba ang nakakatulong din po ba sa mga ibang mga tao?
Yes po, katunayan po ngayon dito sa Dagmay, mayroon na kaming 2 grupo ng COMSCA group. So, dito sa Dagmay, mayroon iba-iba ditong mayroong loan savings. Pero ito po talaga sa COMSCA, ito po talaga ay maganda dahil kung ilan ang nailon mo, yun agad ang mahahawakan mo. Hindi katulad ng iba na binabawas agad yung tubo.
At
Ang interest.
At saka siguro dahil dyan hindi na kailangan uli ng mga...
Oo. Ito talaga. Makakatulong.
Good?
Good.
Okay. Maraming salamat
you.
po sa
Maraming salamat
Okay.
po.
Salamat sir sa inyong...
Galing-galing.
Ay, pwede pakita niyo po yung mga...
Sir,
Yan.
give me like this, ha? If you back, give me this.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
COMSCA. Yan.
Yan.
Okay.